After missing a third straight day on the bench, the White House is reportedly perhaps preparing a possible departure of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who is recovering from cancer surgery and has not been going back to work. But with some still bitter over the recent confirmation hearing of Justice Brett Kavanaugh, what would a new fight look like? Here with insight is Carrie Severino, Chief Counsel and Policy Director at the Judicial Crisis Network, which played a role in past confirmation pushes by the Trump administration. She is also a former law clerk to Justice Clarence Thomas. She knows all about it. Carrie, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you doing?
All right. I'm doing okay. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, we know that she's had some health challenges, and now there's a Politico story on the big board right there. Trump White House urging allies to prepare for a possible RBG departure. What do you think about that?
Well, you know, in terms of them saying they're talking to outside groups, we haven't heard anything about it. We've certainly been very involved in this thing. So the White House hasn't reached out to us in any way. To the extent the story is accurate insofar as it says there's people encouraging the president to pick someone off of his list of Supreme Court likely nominees, I think that's something that would concern conservatives a lot. So I'm hopeful that that's not going on.
Well, you know, we still hear the name Amy Coney Barrett a lot. She could be the one who would be the next name. But if there is another nomination that this president makes, given what happened with Brett Kavanaugh, you're anticipating a major freakout, aren't you, by people on the political left?
Well, you know, unfortunately, we're seeing them freaking out over pretty much everything this president does. So, you know, whether he would choose Amy Coney Barrett for it, if he has another vacancy, because we honestly don't even know that.
We don't.
Then, you know, I think they're going to make a big deal out of it, whatever. And, you know, we're seeing some test cases for that already. We saw the obstruction they've given to judicial nominees. I mean, we have 71 judicial nominees. They had to get returned for renomination to the president. We're now over 160 lower court vacancies. That's significantly more than when the president took office. So we're not even keeping up, even with really great pace on getting circuit court nominees confirmed, not able to keep up with the pace of retirement simply because the Democrats have been so obstructionist. So you can kind of see that pattern. Now we're going to have an attorney general nominee in Bill Barr who is, you know, unanimously confirmed to his previous stint at this job. So this is someone incredibly qualified. Right. And, you know, we've even got Pat Leahy saying he should get bipartisan support. However, I think this is we're seeing all of these test runs here where the Democrats are going to show how obstructionist they can be. All
right. Well, as you said, if there is another opening on the Supreme Court during the Trump years, expect a freak out in 3, 2, 1. Carrie, thank you very much for joining us live.
Thanks.